So welcome to the channel, guys. This is officially our first video on this channel, and so what I intend to do with this channel is to drop quality content on trading, everything that has to do with trading, the forex market, the indices market, the crypto market, anything that has to do with trading. So that's just one of our goals in this channel, try as possible to educate people on the financial market. And so we are going to do it in such a way where any level that you are when it comes to trading, even for someone who has never heard of trading before, can come to the channel and get value. And so even someone who has been trading for years can also come to the channel to get value. So we're not here to flex profit, we're not here to flex Lambos, we're not here to flex knowledge. It's just my way of just giving back to the society, just to create quality content, quality videos, quality courses, where someone can just come to this channel and basically learn everything about trading from beginning to end. And you don't necessarily need to spend thousands of dollars purchasing expensive courses, And so it's my promise to you guys that I will try as much as possible to drop quality content in this channel so as to help people on their trading journey. So let's get started, guys. So that was the introduction. And so the name of the channel is P before Age, as we can all see. I don't know what made me come up with that name, but I think it's kind of cute. So let's just get right into it. No need to waste our time. So Forex Beginners 2025 edition. The Forex market is the world's largest financial market, as you can see. The world's largest financial market. So what is Forex? Forex is equals to foreign exchange, trading one currency for another. You understand? So that's just the definition of Forex. Just basically trading one currency for another. So for example, let's say someone who lives in the UK travels to the US. Now the person who lives in the UK only has euro because they pay in euros, so they only have pounds, and so they pay in pounds, and so basically all what the person has is pounds. And so in the US now, they don't spend pounds in the US. What they spend in the US is what is a US dollar. And so when the person gets to the airport, and the person can decide to say, okay, since we spend dollar in US and not pounds, and so what I need to do is to convert my pounds to dollars so I can be able to spend money in the US. And so by doing that, that person has already also participated in the foreign exchange market. So it's just simple. It's just all about buying and selling of currency, trading one currency for another. For example, converting Naira or the Euro to USD at the airport, just like I said earlier. And so it's just that simple. So the forex market is also the largest market in the world. 7 trillion traded daily. Alright. Now as you can see, so how the forex works. Currencies are traded in pairs. You understand? So we have the Euro USD, we have the GBP JPY. The Euro stands for the Euro, we all know the Euro. The USD stands for the dollar. The GBP stands for pounds. And the JPY stands for the yen. Now, as you can see, there is what we call the base currency, which is the first pair. As you can see, this is the euro, is called the base currency. Then the second pair is called, the second currency is called the quote currency. And so together it's called the pair. Alright? So basically, forex trading is trading two particular currencies which have been created into a pair or has been formed into a pair, and so you trade them. You understand? So this is the euro, which is the base currency, and the dollar, which is the what? The quote currency. So for example, let's say you are trading the euro USD. If you are buying, right, it means you are buying the euro against the dollar. It means you are trying to project that, okay, you're trying to speculate that the euro is going to gain strength against the dollar. And if you are selling, it means you're speculating that the dollar is going to gain strength against the euro. So basically that's just it. Alright. So the market either goes up, go down, or go sideways. So we are going to come into that in later courses, But so that was it. And this JPP, JPY. The pound here, the GBP is which is the first currency, is the base currency. Alright. The JPY here, as you can see, is the quote currency. And so together it's called a pair. So this is called GBP, JPY, or GJ as it's formally called, in the forex industry. And so when you buy GBP, JPY, it means you are trying to speculate that the pound is going to gain strength against the JPY. And when you sell, it means you're trying to speculate that the yen is going to what? Gain strength against the pounds. So that's how it works. And so next we have the bid and the ask price, which is equal to what? The small difference between the what? The buying and the selling. Alright? It means for every buyer and for every seller, it's what we call the bid and the ask price. So for someone who is bidding and for someone who is asking. Now the difference in price, alright, between the buyers and the sellers, just like let's say for example you want to purchase a real estate, right? So you have a person who is selling, I have the person who is buying. Now the money that the person in the middle makes, which is the agent, we understand, is called the what? The agent fee, right? So that agent fee now is what we call the spread, alright, which is like the differences between the what? The the buyer, person buying the house, and the person selling the house. I don't know if you understand. And so the spread now is how most of these brokers they make money. Alright, between the bid and the ask price. And so between the bid and the ask price, the spread mostly is where the brokers make money. Alright, the small differences between the buying and the selling is called the bid and the ask price. So why trade forex in 2025 is a 24 hours market, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, trade anytime you want. Alright, so we have different sessions. Alright, we have the London session, and we have the New York session, and we have the Asian session. So right, stroke the Sydney session. Alright, so the forex market is open 24 hours, 5 days a week, closed during the weekend, unlike the crypto market that opens 24 hours, 7 days a week. Right, so we also have there's what we call high liquidity, which is what's easy to enter and exit trades. Alright, so in the forex market we have high liquidity currency, which is like the major currency pairs. Alright, these are high liquid pairs. Alright, it means in every day the volume at which they trade is much. I don't know if you understand. And so Euro USD is like the most traded currency pair, followed by the pound, followed by USJPY, followed by the pound, that is GBP GBUSD, then etc. We have different major currency pairs. Alright, we have the Euro USD, we have the GBP USD, we have the USJPY, we have AED USD, we have NZD USD, we have USD CHF, we have USD CAD. Alright, so we have different major currency pairs, and so the major currency pairs, they are very, very liquid currency pairs, and those are like the most traded currency pairs in the world. So now there's what we call leverage, which is equal to the control of big positions with small capital. Alright, so leverage is what you are given by brokers to be able to trade the forex, the currency market. Alright, the forex market. Alright, so let's say you deposit $100. Your ability to trade that $100 to be able to grow that account is because of the power of leverage, the leverage that you are given by the broker. Alright, so that's the use of leverage. It's accessible, through apps and brokers available worldwide. That's one advantage of forex. Alright, so tools you need. Alright, you need the broker account. I've chosen a regulated broker. Subsequently I'm going to show you guys how to set up a broker account, and how to choose a regulated broker. So trading platforms, we have the MT4, we have the MT5 or Trading View. Alright, then we have demo account to practice risk free. Then we have economic calendars, reliable news sources. Alright, now economic calendars are fundamentals that drives the market. There are news releases that drive the market. We have different kinds of news releases that drives the market. We have the non-farm payroll, that comes out every first week of the month. That's a Friday of the month. we have the CPI, you understand? We have GDP, we have inflation reports, interest rates, these are very, very important news that we need to pay attention to, when trading the forex market. So price movement basics. So currencies move due to supply and demand. All right. We already explained that in terms to the guys that traveled to the US just because he needs to convert his pounds to the, to USD. He has to what, exchange his what, pounds to USD. So by doing that, he has participated in the what, in the foreign exchange market. So there's supply and there was demand. All right. And so news and central bank policies affect currencies, just like I said, interest rates, and so on. So for example, if US raises interest rates, USD strengthens. Now someone will be asking, okay, why does raising interest rates strengthen the dollar? It's simple, because when you raise interest rates, the cost of borrowing increases. And when the cost of borrowing increases, it means it attracts investors, it's investors friendly, and because investors can make a lot of money by lending more. And so investors are willing to lend more because they make more, because the interest rates have been raised. All right. So investors tends to lend more because of what, they increase the interest rate, because they are going to make a lot of money from the rates that was what increased. All right. So the dollar strengthens because investors are more pumping money into the dollar because of what, they want to make interest via the interest rates. Now we have candle charts, show market moves. I'm going to show you guys that in subsequent lessons or lectures. So we have common beginner mistakes. You have over leveraging, risking too much per trade, trading without a strategy or plan, chasing losses after losing trades, falling for scams or unregulated brokers. There are many mentors who are out there promising you that, okay, when you buy my course, you make $10,000 a week, you make $10,000 a day. And so many people are just attracted by these lifestyles and then go and purchase that course, and then they spend years not achieving anything and they're frustrated. All right. And so unrealistic expectations are some of the things, common beginners mistakes also. All right. Trading without a strategy or plan, and that's the essence of this channel. In this channel we're going to basically teach you guys how to develop your own trading strategy that is unique to you. All right. And so what I'll be teaching you guys in this channel is not just anyhow strategy. I'm going to teach you guys how to understand the chart, how to interpret the chart for yourself. All right. So steps to get started: you learn the basics, practice on demo, start small with retrades, golden rule, risk marks 1 2 per trade. All right, risk management is very, very, very important. Now closing and call to action. Now forex not a get rich quick scheme. All right, you need discipline, you need knowledge equals to profit. You understand? So now, so that's just the basics of trading. All right, this is just like an introduction to trading. For those who really, really have not heard anything about trading before, this is what the forex market is all about. It's all about buying and selling of currencies. All right, you're buying one currency over the other, you're selling one over the other. That's try because you're trying to make money. All right, it's the largest market in the world, about $7 trillion. You can see that being traded on a daily basis. All right, so there's a lot of potentials to make a lot of money, but you have to do it right. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing in this channel, just like I said, is to teach you guys from the basics. You understand? I'm going to do it in such a way that where someone who has never heard of trading in his life comes to this channel, he can start from the very first video all the way to the very last video, and then get a complete view and be completely equipped on how and to fully trade the market profitably. Like I said, I'm not here to flex cars, I'm not here to flex profit, I'm here to give you guys real trading knowledge. So I need you guys to stick with me, I need you guys to be patient, I need you guys to subscribe so that you can be able to see the videos when I drop next, because it's going to be really, really value packed. All right. So that'll be all for this lecture. See you guys on our next course, our next lectures. So I need you guys to pay attention very well, because it's going to be really, really, really value packed. So thank you guys, and see you on our next lesson.